Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, what does your wife think about your demo? The OLID 10T error. Localized public address fault. The printing issue that wasn't. At least I had a nice drive. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. What does your wife think about your demo? Our company built a Big Brother software that could basically tell you everything that your laptop did during the day, so you could see if licenses were actually used. The thought was that unused licensed apps could be uninstalled, and the license moved to machines that could use it. Our sales guys thought it was really cool to demo our business network, as we would purposely mock up scenarios that made great demos. Product management then added a new feature that let it track your internet usage by site, so you could gauge usage of licensed SaaS sites or intranet sites. Sales guy SG brings us his laptop and starts showing us how it won't connect to the projector he wants to use for a product sales kickoff demo he is doing for our company in just a few minutes to show off the new feature. We fixed it easily, and he takes a quick moment to run through the start of his demo to make sure it is really fixed. SG, so let me show you the new feature that shows you my workday, as he starts the projector and switches to the live app. Obviously, not understanding the app also tracks sites you access even after work hours or when not connected to the business network. App, most used site, Match.com, and it presents a graph showing most usage is in the evening. The second most used site was also a dating site, although a bit more NSFW. Us, at SG, you probably don't want to show your usage. And we make a note to check the blocked sites lists. SG, who is not actually looking at the actual content, this is cool though, as you can see where I was on the internet. And still doesn't look at the actual content as he packs up and heads to the conference room. For a company-wide demo. To his coworkers. Who know there is a MRS, SG. The train wreck was spectacular. He found other employment soon after. Not sure about his marital status after that, however. The OLID 10T error. I've worked in tech support for 20 years, but for the last 10 I've been teaching architecture and 3D modeling as well as running tech at a school. The thing you need to know about teachers is that generally they are unwilling to learn, well, anything. So I carpool with the general computing teacher, and the co-teacher is a bit older, and is a self-professed idiot when it comes to computers, and they ain't lying. I mean, we're talking MacKeeper, Chromium, Yahoo Safe Search, the whole lot of annoying and avoidable computer things. One day they are complaining that her computer doesn't work anymore, and they need some help. I asked, did you restart recently? Yes, this morning. So I have her swing by my office. Google wouldn't load, Drive, Docs, nothing. So I see Chrome needs an update, as well as noticing all the aforementioned garbage. Took a look at the Chrome version. This person hadn't restarted Chrome since like August, at the beginning of the school year. I updated it via the glaring red update button, restarted her computer, boom, everything works fine. Oh, thank you so much. What was the problem? Oh, nothing serious, you just had the OLID 10T error, happens all the time. Let me know if you need any more help. Believe people when they tell you about themselves. And never believe them when they tell you they've restarted. Localized public address fault. Travel with me back through the mists of time to a younger, gentler age. Oops, too far. Set year to 1995. Mobile phones were around but resembled house bricks and were decidedly not smart. Working in building maintenance was a younger, healthier, handsomer me. The facility's help desk assistant passes on a call. The building manager is asking why no one has fixed the public address system, henceforth PA, fault yet. We look around, confused, what PA system fault? He says there's an intermittent beep. Well, maybe it's just his floor, not the entire building, so off I trot to find the boss of bosses, our ultimate client. Arriving at his floor and heading to his office, I listen intently for any intermittent beep. Either it's really widely spaced or the problem's solved itself. Arriving at the boss's domain, I knock and when approved enter. The boss is irritated, will no one rid me of this incessant noise? My protestations of ignorance are heated. The boss magnanimously explains that he can hear a noise everywhere he goes within the building. Once more I listen and indeed, now even I can perceive an infrequent faint chirping noise. I turn my head on the side, one ear pointed to the heavens, the other to the floor. Another chirp from there. I point excitedly at his desk drawer. Together we inspect the contents, a calculator, some pens, a ruler, nothing of note. The calculator chirps. Revelation. 'Tis not a calculator, but instead a personal organizer, clinging desperately to life as its battery fails, calling for help in the only way it knows how. Medical attention was rendered, slightly delayed by the need to visit the nearest shop to acquire suitable batteries. Exit hero, stage left. The printing issue that wasn't. I am an on-site tech for the stores of a retail chain. This day I was working at a store where the employee computers had recently been upgraded, can confirm they got newer computers, cannot confirm they got better computers. As soon as I walked in, an employee came up to me saying, quote, "My computer hasn't been able to print since the upgrade." I performed the upgrades for many stores, including this one, and can say some of the new computers were slower than others, but I can't print was not an issue I had seen. In my head I figured it was a printer mapping issue, computer image issue, or user error. Considering I can only help with the last one, that's what I was hoping for. The first two options require waiting on hold for an extended amount of time, and maybe your issue gets fixed by the end of shift, or maybe next week. I asked her to show me the issue, and we walked back to her computer. She proceeds to show me a report in a company program, hits print screen, opens a new email, and attempts to Ctrl+V the screenshot into the email, but nothing appears. She tells me this is how she used to add screenshots to email, and I honestly don't know if there is a better way to do so using the company program on the company workstation. What I do know is this is not a printer problem, and for that I am thankful. Having watched her process carefully, I asked to try and proceeded to do the same as her, only I hit an extra key along with print screen and voila, screenshot embedded in email. As you probably guessed, when we upgraded the computers we also upgraded the keyboards. The new keyboards have the FN key, and I later confirmed the old ones did not. I did not grow up with a keyboard that had an FN key and remember the first time I saw it thinking, when did they add that? Turns out it existed before I was born, I just never saw it as a kid, and I was still surprised she hadn't seen it by now. I try my best to assist the day's lucky 10,000 politely when I get the chance, and she was happy to learn she could add her report like she used to, just with one extra key press. At least I had a nice drive. Got a call to the Gnome Tech Room. Customer, the computer is not turning on. We just get the no signal message on the screen. Me, is the computer turned on? C, yes, and we have checked all the plugs but still nothing. Me, so there are lights on the computer? C, yes. Me, okay, I'll be over and have a look. 20-minute car ride and I walk in and turn the computer on. Customer, who is computer literate in her CV, was turning the monitor off and on thinking it was the computer. The person helping them, and who I spoke to, who turns their exact same model PC on and off every day, didn't start the PC either. But it was a nice drive, and I got to listen to a podcast along the way.